Willkommen, mein Freund. Komm herein.
Greetings to you.
Schön, dich zu sehen, Gildenbruder.
I got lucky. I managed to get back those stolen guild documents.
So you found the scoundrels that did it?
Aye. I poisoned them and took what I could. I'm afraid there was no other way, Master.
Ja, es ist nicht schön, but there is no talking to people like that. At least you did not take any risk. Now, show me the documents.
Here they are. These are the only ones I found with our seal.
Oh, mein Gott. Is this really all the documents?
Why? Is something missing?
Schwer zu sagen. But I think something else is behind this. It seems I will have to have a serious talk with the Bzhevnov abbot. But that is for me to worry about. You did your job perfectly. And the other masters will hear about it. You can be sure of that. By the way, I heard you are looking for a man called Standa, whom they called Fly?
Aye. Do you know something about him?
I asked my contacts and found out he went to Horshan. Apparently he worked as a blacksmith in the mines. Why are you looking for him?
Boris told me Fly used to apprentice at Skoda's forge with my pa. Maybe he has some stories to tell.
Ja, das ist möglich. I do not remember him much, but it has been a long time.
That it has. We'll see what he remembers. Anyway, thanks for the help.
Nein, thank you, mein Freund. Und wenn es dir nichts ausmacht, I will mention this to the others. The guild should know what you have done for them.
Stop for a moment, good sir. We're on the search for heretics and sorcerers, and I'd like to ask you some questions. So hear me. I am Brother Adelbert from the Order of Preachers, charged by the Holy Father in Rome to root out all heresy. On our travels through this region, we've heard talk of many sightings of a sorcerer who devotes himself to the dark arts at night. They say he looks like a young man, but his heart is black. He travels the region on a horse, accompanied by a dog, and smells of herbs. He wears heavy armor to conceal the weakness of his soul and character, and tends to be armed.
Stop, noble sir. I'm no fool. I can see I closely resemble the sorcerer you're looking for, but I assure you it's just a coincidence. Or maybe you've been misled by someone with wicked intentions. Perhaps it's a trick by the very sorcerer you're looking for.
Oh, yes. That is just what an exposed sorcerer would say. But if you are telling the truth, prove your words by offering sincere prayer to our Lord Almighty.
Did you deliberately say you're from the Roman Pope? That was to distance yourself from Benedict of Avignon, wasn't it? It's a sad time for the Mother Church when you have to stress your loyalty to Rome, even to a wayfarer in the middle of Bohemia. Maybe instead of hunting for sorcerers, you should head to the Sedlets Monastery. There you'll find King Sigismund. You can persuade him to release his brother, the rightful king of the Romans. Then Wenceslas and his brother can go to Rome to receive the imperial crown and put an end to this terrible schism.
You're right. This is a difficult time for the Church, but in my judgment, it is not for secular rulers to interfere in this state of affairs, for they are the ones who caused it. Nevertheless, I must stay true to my mission. I see you are a man of learning, though. Therefore, you must not be the village sorcerer I have heard about. Please accept my apology. I will continue my search. So go in peace and be vigilant. For the minions of hell are on the hunt for souls in this region. Jesus Christ be praised.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good day to you.
Are you blacksmith Stander?
No, I'm Honza. Stander worked here before me. Then he messed up his hand and couldn't smith no more. So I got the job.
And do you know where I could find him?
He started working the shaft as a regular miner. He lives nearby in the miner settlement.
I'll be with you.
Hey, get off, you mutt! Call that beast to heel!
Mutt!
Sod off!
Greetings to you.
Are you Stander?
Who's asking?
Henry. I'm Martin's son. He used to apprentice with you at Skoda's Forge.
Martin? Christ, I haven't heard that name in years. How's he doing these days?
I'm afraid he's no longer with us.
Ah, I'm very sorry to hear that. We used to be best friends.
So I've heard.
Christ, what a day. What a day. Is that what you came here? To tell me he's dead?
Well, I had to tell you, but I also have something to ask of you.
All right, but this isn't the best time, to tell you the truth.
Why? What's going on?
I don't know if I can... Oh, but you are Martin's son. It's not like I have anyone else to talk to anyway. I'm in trouble. Big trouble. I fell on some hard times as of late, so I borrowed some money from one of the guards here. I had to sign a contract with him. I was going to pay him back today, so I went to see him, and now he's claiming I'm late. I paid back what I owed him, but he says if I don't pay him the interest too, he'll break both my arms. He says it was all in the contract I signed. I can't read, you see. He swindled me. There's no way I can get that much money in time. Say, Henry, I know it's a lot to ask, but you look like a tough bloke. Could you try to convince him to take pity on me?
Why are you so afraid of him?
Because he's a madman. He'll beat the shit out of you just for the hell of it. The miners call him Leech.
Maybe he's just bluffing.
Trust me, he's not. I knew a lad who owed him a lot less, and now he's a cripple.
Where can I find the fella?
He's out patrolling on the road. He's a catchpole. And you can tell he's a moron at first glance. Christ, I hope nobody heard me.
I wanted to ask you about the Kuttenberg astronomical clock. I heard you and my pa repaired it together.
Look, I don't have time to think about the bloody clock. That bloke is going to break my arms.
All right, then. I'll sort out your debt with the guard.
Thank you, truly. Thank you, but watch out for him.
Stander said you want some money on top from him.
And what's it to you?
Why should he pay you more than he borrowed?
Because he signed a contract.
But that isn't what you agreed on face to face, is it?
Look, That's between us. Keep your nose out of things you don't understand.
I think you ought to forget about the interest. What you originally lent him, Stander already paid back. Why break his arms over a made-up debt? What sense does it make? So people will fear you. In the end, that'll only bring you trouble. And what if some superior of yours finds out? You think they'll be pleased? You'll be the one who ends up paying for it.
Well, you're probably right. All right then. Stander repaid his debt to me. Here's the promissory note. And tell him he's off the hook.
I sorted out those problems of yours with the guard. He'll make do with what you originally owed him. You're even. Here's the contract.
Thank you. Truly thank you. You wanted to talk about the astronomical clock. But why with me?
The guild assigned me Skoda's old forge, so I'm fixing it up. And while I was cleaning, I found a plan of the astronomical clock. Magdalena told me the two of you tried to repair it on your own back then.
Wait. You're the master of old Skoda's forge now.
That I am.
Well, I'll be. And Magdalena is still living there?
She is.
That's good. How's she doing?
She's doing all right. She was sad to see how long the forge was in disrepair. And living in a half-broken down house must have been tough.
Poor thing. When old Skoda died, she must have been through a lot. I have to go and see her. I have to see her and apologize. I just have to. I don't want to be here anyway. You reminded me of the old times in Skoda's forge and damn it. I'm a blacksmith, an armourer. I was almost ready for the master's trial. Oh, only I can't fight for my place in the sun. I never could. That's why I'm rotting down here in the mine. But maybe it's not too late. I'll try and find some work in a forge, somewhere near Kuttenberg. Maybe in Bach. But first, I'm going to Skoda's forge to see Magdalena. And nothing is going to stop me.
All right. Suit yourself. We can go together if you'd like. It'll be faster.
Great idea. Let's go.
God be with you. Wait, who? You seem familiar.
Magdalena, it's me. Stander.
Stander? Oh, that Stander. My lord, you've changed so much.
Well, it has been 20 years. I'm so glad to see you. You look great.
Oh, please. I'm an old crone. What are you doing back here after so many years?
Henry here reminded me I left you alone here back then. And I came to apologize.
There's no need to apologize. Really, everything is better now. As soon as the fire got going again, it's as if things were back to normal.
Oh, just like the good old days. When Skoda died, it's like everything went belly up overnight.
What do you mean everything went belly up?
Well, everything just fell apart. I found a job in Horshan. Martin stayed in Kuttenberg and Magdalena. I'm very sorry. Really.
Stop apologizing already. It was so long ago. I'm happy to see you.
Really?
Yes, really. Now stop your sobbing already, will you?
I heard you did something to your arm in Horsham. And couldn't smith anymore since.
Aye, that's what I get for betting. I bet I could lift a basket full of ore. I did it, but I tore something in my arm.
Christ, you men.
They took on another blacksmith in my place, and even once my arm was healed, I never got my job back. So I went from armourer's apprentice to a bloody miner. What a load of shit.
How far did you get with repairing the astronomical clock?
Pretty far. We went to see the clock, found what wasn't working, and started making the parts needed.
Aye, I remember the sound of hammering long into the night.
We hand-forged gears for the mechanism we wanted to set the clock to. I suppose you could call it the metal heart of the clock. It was a hell of a lot of work. Then we hired a goldsmith's apprentice to put the whole thing together. He was a canny lad, only he turned out to be a right bastard and ended up fleecing us.
I didn't know that.
What did he do?
He decided to fuck us over and sold the machine to some rich burger. The lad told him it was some ancient artifact, and the bloody fool ate it up. Martin gave him a proper beating for it, but it was no good. The machine stayed with the burger, and shortly after that, Skoda died, and the whole thing lost its meaning.
Maybe I'll manage to fix it up.
You sound just like Martin. He put his heart and soul into the repair, but it's all so long ago now.
What's the name of the burgher who kept the mechanism?
Looking to get it back, are you? Forget about it. Martin tried it back then, and it was a wonder they didn't call the catchpoles on him.
It's been 20 years. Maybe his family doesn't even know what they have.
I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. His name was Vetter, German fella. His house was across from the rat house in the lower market.
Aye, but old Vetter is long gone. His son works as a scribe now.
But the heart is just the beginning. You'll need other parts too. We had plans for them, but God knows where they ended up. Do you know by any chance?
I have a bunch of Skoda's old sketches. Remind me later, Henry. My memory isn't what it used to be.
What does the mechanism look like?
It's a kind of large metal target, about a foot in diameter. It has sliding circles and grooved rails attached to it. They're supposedly used to measure the time by the sun and stars. But to be honest, I don't know how.
Where can I find Vetter, the scribe?
Either at his home or at the Rathaus. His is the last door on the gallery in the courtyard.
You know what, Stander? Since you don't want to go back to Horshan...
That I don't.
I thought you might want to stay and come and live with us. What do you think, Magdalena?
Why not? There's plenty of space. This used to be your home, didn't it?
Why, That's very kind of you, but... I wouldn't want to get in the way.
Oh, please. You won't be in anyone's way.
You can help me out at the forge from time to time. What do you say?
I don't know. Like I said, I could just go to Bach. It's no bother.
There's no need. Stay here.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
Stander?
I'll go and talk to the scribe then.
Let's hope he doesn't take after his father. I suppose I'll go and settle in.
Can I have a word, Master?
Is there something I can do for you?
Ah, I see the rumours about Skoda's old forge being back in business were true.
Aye. Only it's my forge now. I'm Henry.
Ah, Master Henry. Excellent. Pleased to meet you. They call me Janacek. I live over in Bach.
And what can I do for you, Janacek?
Nothing too complicated. All I need is an ordinary hunting sword. But, you know, reliable like. No piece of junk.
All right. I'll gladly make you a hunting sword. And it won't be a piece of junk, I guarantee it.
Glad to hear it. A good hunting sword like that really comes in handy around the house. When you're done, please bring it over. I'd stop by myself, but you know how it is. Loads of work and not enough hours in the day.
Aye, I get it.
Like I said, I live in Bach, in the cottages right below St. Barbara's. I'm sure you'll find it.
Damn, it's burning. This is gonna take a while yet. Just a bit more and I'll be done. And that's it. All done.
I made that hunting sword for you.
Oh, that's great news, Master. Let me see how it turned out. My word, thank you. This looks like it'll last a while, not like the last one. The fool I was. I bought it from some odd bloke below the city walls. Only he didn't look like he was from the Blacksmith's Guild, and no wonder, judging by how things turned out. I wanted to teach my lad to carve a whistle, and crack! The blade broke in two.
Well, you should really only buy products from the guild. It guarantees quality. That's why it exists.
You're right, Master. I'll remember that from now on. And thanks again for the hunting sword. Farewell, my friend.
What do you need?
You blacksmiths can pull teeth, is that right?
Well, truth be told, no one's ever asked me to do that before.
But you can do it, can't you?
Well, I do have the tools for it, but...
Please, my husband's in dreadful pain. His old gob's swollen and he won't go to the barber surgeon. He fears him like the devil fears the cross. He throws stuff at the walls and swears at me. I can't take it anymore. You must help me, blacksmith, please. I'm at my wit's end.
All right. I'll help him.
Thank you. And please, hurry. We live in the miners' quarter. I told my husband I was going for help, so he's waiting there. He hasn't slept all night, poor soul. He can be a right terror at times, but he's a good-hearted man otherwise.
Greetings, sir.
Damn it.
Quality tools! Sheet metal! Chain gear! Iron steel!
You're the blacksmith. Leave me alone. I don't want it. Go away.
Stop, damn it!
No. I bet you got something to forge.
I won't hurt
Clear
you.
off.
I promise. You all right?
My tooth. My tooth.
What's with it?
It's gone. You knocked it out.
What?
You punched it out of me. It's over there.
Why? That's a stroke of luck.
Pure gold, that. Hurt like a devil, it did. Thank you.
Well, you're the first man who's ever thanked me for punching him.
So, it's you? Aha.
Ave Maria.
Easy, girl. You're only making it worse.
taking care of your husband, I reckon his tooth won't be hurting anymore.
I knew you'd help him. Thank you.
Just don't be startled. He might have a black eye. Or two.
He fought back, didn't he? Bloody hothead.
He fought, but he couldn't fend me off. And the tooth's gone.
You're a saint. I'll finally have some blessed peace. Here's your well-earned reward. And I'll tell everyone how handy you are.
Why not? Feel free to sing my praises. I'll be daft to turn that down. But make sure you also mention I don't pull teeth with pliers. I knock them out with my fists, right?
Got it. And thanks again. Farewell, sir.
Servus, guter Mann. What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask how things work here in the city.
Ja, was willst du wissen?
Where can I find the bailiff?
Ist alles in Ordnung? If he is not in his room, then he must have some important work to take care of in the city. If you need to report a crime, you can tell me or the commander of the guard at the monastery gate.
Where can I find a respectable tavern?
Kommt drauf an. The Emperor Charles' wine cellar has the best wine. But you, sir, might be interested in the Inn zum Eisenadler in the Blatnerska district.
I'd like to find some work in town.
Then ask around in the taverns. The local innkeepers know best what's happening around town.
And what about here with you?
Nein, das geht nicht. We don't need anyone here in the Rathaus right now. We also have enough men in the city guard, and don't need any wolf pelts or meadow flowers either.
I heard King Sigismund is in the city. Where's he staying?
Jedenfalls nicht hier. The monks of Sedlitz offered him ihre Gastfreundschaft of their monastery, and so he lives with them. Personally, I think it's better this way. The wolf eats, yet the goat gets to live.
And does he go among the people? Can I see the king somewhere?
Nein, kannst du nicht. King Sigismund now hardly leaves the monastery and receives all his legations there.
What's the best way to find one's way around here? I've never been in such a big city.
Ich verstehe. Kuttenberg is the second city of the kingdom after Prague. But it isn't difficult to find your way around here. The city is divided into individual districts by the larger streets and into its upper and lower parts by the walls. Die dreckigen Werkstätten are mainly below on Hopring. All smithies, foundries, and above them a lot of smoke. Gleich daneben there are die alten Minenschächte, the mining shafts, though entering them is forbidden.
Interesting.
At the Rathaus you will find the grain market, butchers' shops, and our richest Blatnerska and Kupecka districts. The poorer people hingegen live in the Česká and Havířská district by the northern walls.
And that's all?
Oh, ich sage es nur ungern, but if I were you, I'd avoid the horse market and the Hradec district. These are the nests of Vice und Verbrechen, streets full of thieves and swindlers.
I heard you've got some curious heirloom from your father.
Ah, yes. The ancient mysterious device. Heaven knows what it's for, but it's surely a rare thing. Why are you asking about it?
I'd be interested in it.
I can't just sell it. It was my father's.
Sorry to disappoint you, but that mechanism's not what your father thought it was.
And what do you think it is, then?
The stolen heart of the Kuttenberg clock. Not some ancient relic, just a component.
Oh, please. How could you possibly know that?
I know the men who built it, and the ones it was stolen from. The device is worthless on its own.
I don't believe that. Besides, you weren't even born then. Who knows what lies they fed you?
Look, I'm a member of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild. I know what I'm talking about. The clock can be repaired. 20 years ago, they nearly managed it. The best smiths and craftsmen in town worked on it. They had all the key parts ready. What stopped them was a string of bad luck. I've got the skill and means to finish the job, but I need that heart.
Well, clearly you know what you're doing. It's a bit embarrassing, really, boasting about something that turned out not to be real.
No one needs to find out.
Still, it's worth something. Especially to you, right?
All right, I'll pay you for it.
The machine's yours. I'll go and get it.
I ought to put the heart of the clock on display somewhere. That table by the wall should show it off nicely.
Greetings, Sonny.
I hear you and Martin used to be close with Boris of Brod.
Aye, old Boris, of course. He was a good bloke, never against a bit of fun.
And now he's one of the honoured masters of the Blacksmiths Guild.
You could always tell that fella would go far, unlike me.
I heard they used to call you Fly.
Aye, aye. Skoda blurted it out once when I was standing by the forge doing nothing. He said, "Don't just stand there like a fly on the wall." I wasn't a big fan of it. But that's just how it goes with nicknames. You always end up stuck with the one you don't want.
Don't take it the wrong way, but you seem like a bit of a loner to me. Did you live this whole time without a woman?
No. I was with this one girl who worked in Horshan for 7 years. A fine woman she was, from out Charslow way. She had a rough childhood. When she was a lass, some awful man hurt her in a bad way. She couldn't have children after that. But I didn't mind. We were happy together. And I don't think I could raise children anyway. Only then, she got sick. And there was nobody who could help her. She's laid to rest by the church in Grund.
Tell me something about Martin. You must have all sorts of stories.
I'm not much of a storyteller. You should ask Boris. He was always a bit of a blabbermouth.
I managed to get the heart of the clock from Vetter.
That's great news. But if you really want to fix the astronomical clock, you're in for a long ride. This is just the beginning. Feel free to ask if you need any advice. Care, sir.
That's that then. Now I need to ask Magdalena about the next stage of the plans. How's trade?
Nothing sold yet. Try stopping by tomorrow.
I'd like to know more about your husband.
What would you like to know?
How did you meet?
I met him at a dance, just after he returned from the German lands. Back then he was still a journeyman. A tall, strapping lad. All the girls had their eye on him, but he chose me for the first dance. There was a spark between us, and right away, we both just knew we were meant for each other. We were wed within a year.
Did you have any children?
We weren't blessed with children, sadly. We buried our little Annie almost as soon as we named her. She was barely 3 months old. She died of diphtheria. And poor little Yannick was stillborn. I nearly died giving birth to him too. After that, I could never carry again. Shkoda tried to make it right. He took me to all sorts of healers. We tried every decoction and potion. But it wasn't meant to be. So it was just the two of us in the end.
Tell me something about yourself.
Oh, there's nothing worth knowing about me. Just an old crone fussing over her hens.
Where are you actually from?
From Kuttenberg, of course. Well, to be precise, from the cottages beneath St. Barbara's. We were a poor family. My father slaved away to put food on the table. But it was always cheerful at home. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you have to be miserable, right?
How did you even survive all those years here on your own?
As best I could. I grew a bit for myself in the garden, sold the rest at the market. I had my hens. The guild sent me a few groschen each month too. It was more of an alms than anything else. But I managed. I've learned not to whine and to face hardship head-on, like my Shkoda did.
Forgive me if this sounds rude, but why didn't you find another man after Shkoda died?
Before God, I pledged myself to him alone. No one could ever take his place in my heart.
Didn't you ever feel lonely?
Perhaps sometimes. But I know plenty of folks around here. There's always someone to drop in for a chat. It's not that I closed myself off to love. It just never crossed my path again. I suppose it wasn't meant to be.
Magdalena?
I'm glad you brought Stan to here. Looks like the poor lad went through a lot down in those mines.
Maybe, but...
He's finally doing what he should. You're truly a man in the right place, Henry. That's plain to me.
Thank you.
What did you need from me? Oh, right. You were going to remind me of something, weren't you?
I wanted to ask if you'd have a look through Shkoda's belongings. See if you can find anything more about that clock. Sketches, drawings, calculations...
All right, I'll take a look. It'll take a while, though. Shkoda was always scribbling notes and never threw anything away. But look, if you're really serious about repairing that clock, you ought to let the town hall know. Go and see Bailiff Plumel and tell him what you're planning. He might have heard of our forge by now and give you a hearing.
The other day, I was standing in the yard when I saw this cloud in the sky.
So what?
The cloud looked just like you.
I reckon.
Willkommen, mein Freund. Du hast Glück. Grüß Gott, Bruder Schmied.
What's happening, Master? Has there been another robbery?
Ah, yeah, we lost another shipment. Scheiße.
What was lost this time?
2 days ago, a cart carrying an armor's order for a rather noble lord was ambushed. I suspect this is no coincidence. Someone likely wants to damage us deliberately and has hired some bandits. I have made some inquiries and found out where the stolen goods might be. It will be necessary to search the valley along the stream flowing into the Rabosch pond.
This won't be that straightforward.
Ja, natürlich. But I would not be calling on you over just a few silly bolts of cloth or sacks or charcoal. But if you do not feel up to it, I will send my guards there. I do not want you taking unnecessary risks.
It's a risk, all right. But I'll come up with something to gain an edge over those scoundrels.
Sehr gut. But take care and use your head, mein Freund. Good man! Hold on!
Everything all right?
Do you have a moment?
What's going on?
Do you have any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse you of your misconception. I am no beggar. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
Look, you can tell me what's going on here.
I can't. You're prying way too much as it is.
I'm not going to do you any harm. What would I get out of that? If you're some sort of thief, so be it. Do I look like a catchpole hunting down criminals? That's the last thing I need. If you tell me what's going on, maybe I can be of help.
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert von Wottitz.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I escaped from prison.
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen from the League of Lords. This rankled them, so they ambushed me one day as I was running errands for my father. Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my father a message. If your son's life matters to you, you won't make any trouble. He had no choice but to do what they said. These are tough times, eh?
How did you escape?
Well, I gradually figured out who was guarding me and when. One of the guards used to come into my chamber and talk to me from time to time.
You had a chamber? No dungeon?
No. You don't keep a nobleman detained like a murderer, waiting for the news. I had a room where I was guarded.
All right. Carry on.
Well, I steadily worked on that guard. Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, he stopped being so attentive and I managed to pinch his key. Then I just snuck out that night, and that was it.
Sounds like you got pretty lucky.
Lucky or not, I had no wish to spend another moment in that chamber.
How long were you held?
A year? Perhaps a year and a half? Yes, that seems about right.
What are you going to do now?
My priority is to get back home to my family and discuss it with them. And I need to move fast before anything goes wrong.
I can spare you a few coins. It's a lot more than I normally give, I have to say.
Thank you so much. May the Lord repay your kindness.
Do you know what? No one should forcibly be kept away from their family. And certainly not on account of some lordly quarrel. Take more. Here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Farewell. I hope you make it home safely.
Thanks.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse. I can smell smoke from a campfire.
Hold off!
of here, mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. Kurva, huh? Strange. Wake up! Nothing, I suppose.
Kurva! I'll show you.
Doesn't know me.
Tried to steal, did he?
Aye, but I caught him just as he was stuffing the goods in his bag. Imagine, he even threatened me. Grüß Gott, Bruder Schmied.
I'm here about the stolen guild goods.
Und das sind gute Nachrichten? Did you find it?
Aye. Here you go. I hope I didn't forget anything.
Sehr gut. You really are reliable, junger Mann. Thanks to you, the others will see that our guild can handle any scum.
Glad I could help. If you need anything again, just call on me.
Vielen Dank. Gott möge Ihre Hand führen, mein Freund.
How's trade?
I've got the coin for you here.
Thank you very much. Well, are there any new orders for me?
Aye, aye. An old friend stopped me in the city, curious about who you are and what you've done with the place.
And what did you tell her?
The truth. What else? That you're a canny master blacksmith, and that you'll make her whatever she needs. And right away, she blurted out their horse needs a new set of village horseshoes.
All right. She wants horseshoes, she'll get horseshoes.
Thank you. And once you're done, please deliver it to her. She works for Mannlicher in the cobbler's quarter.
For Mannlicher? He's a guild master. Why does she want me to make horseshoes for her?
What do I know? Maybe Mannlicher doesn't make horseshoes. He's a swordsmith, isn't he?
Well, he has apprentices. It's not like he'd have to make them himself.
I haven't a clue. Maybe she's just curious to see what you can do. Dig in, girl, dig in.
All finished.
My God, these furry mutts.
Greetings. What do you need?
I have those horseshoes you ordered from Magdalena.
You must be Master Henry. My, you really are handsome.
Will you take a look at these horseshoes as well, or did you just want to look at me?
I'll happily look at both. Thank you. This looks like some solid work. Mistress will be very pleased.
To be honest, I'm surprised someone from Master Manliker's household would order horseshoes from another blacksmith.
Aye, I found it strange too. But Mistress explained it to me. The master, his son, and the apprentices mainly make blades and other weapons. Horseshoes are, how should I put it, beneath them.
Well, in my opinion, a good blacksmith must be able to forge everything, even horseshoes.
I'd say so too. But you know, a master swordsmith like Master Manlicher has a right to his principles. It's nobody else's business after all. You did a great job. Here's your reward, and take care of yourself, handsome. Farewell.